All right, so this is Talisa Steen, and I've been working with Arlene here, and we go back many, many years of training together to be healing facilitators and guides. And so I wanted to ask you, Arlene, a question of what are some of the lessons that people could expect to learn and delve into during the Color Course 200?
There are a lot, but I'll just try to pick out some highlights. You and I were just conversing about one section in the color course that has to do with microbes. And microbes, many of you may have heard about those, and they are in the earth and they're also in our bodies. But when I first developed this course, I sat down and did a dialogue with the microbes so that I could understand them better. And what they said was that we have done things to the earth that have disrupted the microbes. And then those microbes have gotten into our bodies and they can cause disease there. And so what we have to do is two things. We have to really love the earth enough to stop ruining it. And secondly, we have to love ourselves enough to ingest those things that are good for us, like clean air and clean water. And if it means that we have to do some things to have that, like we have a filter for our water in our home. And also we have to say, I am going to be very careful about what I eat, because the kinds of things that are out there, they have been had so much done to them that there's really nothing left that is truly coming from the earth. And the body then has to, get rid of that or transform that or something. And that makes it hard work for your organs, which can cause them to eventually have a problem. And it can also be the microbes that are helping us clear things up, and they are affected by the fact that we haven't taken care of our bodies. So, and I know that you want to do that, and I know how hard it is sometimes to say no, especially for me, anything with sugar. I love it. I had a family that I grew up in where you had sugar because it was celebration, and then if you didn't do the sugar, it wasn't a celebration. Well, I've changed that, but not completely. I think we're all in process. And this course gives us a chance to take one more step in the direction of being totally healthy. And I'm 85 years old, and I am totally healthy, except for a few things that I'm still finishing on. And I was telling Talisa how a lot of times you go to the doctor when you're my age, and they'll say, oh, that just comes with old age. And I get so mad because I know that's not true. If we take care of ourselves and we do the things that we need to do, and this includes clearing up our emotions, clearing up what's happening to our body, clearing up the thoughts that we have, and it is focusing on what is positive and what comes from our soul. And that's a lifelong process of getting into that habit. And when it becomes automatic, then you celebrate. Say, look at that, I didn't even have to think about it. I just went there this time. So I really love taking people through these kind of courses. And one of the things that Marion, who's going to be helping, Marion Russell is going to be part of this. She helped bring in the ideas of some of the tools that are here. And it's because she personalizes everything. She personalizes the colors. She personalizes the organs of the body. She personalizes everything, because that's how you have some ability to do something about what's going on in your body. I do it oftentimes by having a conversation, and so does she, but mine is more about a written conversation because that gets my brain out of the way. Otherwise, it's not coming from this place inside where I really have the answers for me. And that's what I do in the sessions that I do with people, because all of us have things in our lives that are sort of stuck back in the past, and we don't have to deal with that. You know, we don't have to have dreams that scare us. We don't have to have down days when we say, I don't want to get out of bed. And we don't have to feel like we're at the mercy of this life. No, we have our own ability to decide. And even in the toughest times, we have our ability to decide. But when you have the color to work with, when you have the dimensions that the colors are in, so you're not just in the third dimension, you're in the higher dimensions, and you have a different point of view, boy, does that ever help you stay in that very positive place. And so those are just some of the things, Talisa, that I think about. The other one, earlier I was talking about yellow. Yellow is one of the most consequential colors that there is, because until we begin to know who we are and we're not letting someone else say what that is, we're not going to be happy, because we're not going to be doing and being who we truly are. And when we get to the point where we can do that, then you know, we can just celebrate ourselves. And that doesn't mean that we see ourselves as higher or better than anybody else. It means that we get who we are, and we know that we're here for a reason, and we have something to offer. And what I love about these classes is people get to know each other, and they're so supportive of each other. And in this course, you will have an opportunity to be asking questions, to be talking with other people about how you feel about something, trying things out and coming back and talking about it. So this is really your opportunity to personalize it for yourself and find out where the areas are that are up for you now that you want to do something about.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.